Hey everybody, welcome to day 89 of the 100 to 2020 challenge. I'm Jerry, and today I want to talk to you about mutual interest when it comes to job hunting. It's been a while since you've seen me in a dress shirt. Just got done with a video interview for a role that I'm really excited about with a company that's been top of mind for me for quite some time. And so, another reason why I'm extremely excited to continue the conversation with this team is because they've shown an extreme amount of respect of my time in terms of the timeliness of the turnaround of communication and the availability of people on their team for me to engage with so that I can learn about the role and the organization from a number of different ways. And I think this experience and where my perspective comes not only from my recent experience of looking for what my next opportunity is, but primarily from my time when I was looking for post MBA jobs in business school. I think that most of us, particularly if you are a student, either in undergraduate or graduate school, or an early career professional, the interview process seems to be extremely one sided, or that you've convinced yourself that they hold all the leverage that the organization does, and that it is your job to convince them to hire you, and that you don't really get a chance to ask the tough questions because we're afraid of what they may deduce or perceive of our interest or our intent in asking those questions. So I like to use this example quite a bit. It's like dating. It's like finding somebody to have a relationship with or potentially even marry. The job or the whole point of this is for there to be mutual interest. Working is an extremely, perhaps not a lifelong commitment, but is a significant short, medium term, full time commitment. You have to like them for all their honest and just brutal realities as much as they like you. The interview process, the way that it is currently in most businesses, is faulty. Sure, anybody, most people, can be somebody else or put up a front or behave differently for a short period of time when it comes to face-to-face interviews or phone screens or even on-site visits. And companies, I think, also want to portray a certain image for a lot of different reasons to the applicants. So I think it's important, and this is not this is just merely an encouragement. If you're out there looking for work, or if you're a student looking at a variety of organizations for you to spend your time at, ask the tough questions. Don't let the shininess of the logo or the familiarity of a brand, or worse yet, if your mom knows the brand or knows the company, so then she can go brag to her friends at church about where you're going to work. Don't let that guide you. Talk to the people. Are they happy? Are they doing good work? Talk to some people who used to work there but no longer work there. Why did they leave? What is the culture really like? I think it's better to ask the tough questions up front and to really be critical of the way that the answers come back, or even if the answers come back at all. It's the way that I think companies or human beings who represent certain companies, the way that they respond to these tough questions, and they all may not be bad, that I think you should weigh heavier than some of the things that you may read on a website or hear from a recruiter. Obviously, a recruiter's job is to sell you on the nice things or the positive things of the company. I think ultimately, because this is not to demonize any companies out there, but not every company and their culture should be a good fit for everybody out there. So, there are hundreds of thousands of companies to work for and millions of candidates out there to fill their jobs. So we are not destined, even mathematically or holistically. Not all of us are destined to work at the same companies. I completely understand. I've been there. The pressures or the perceived value or the demonstrated value of spending some time at certain companies that you feel may round out your resume or may look good on your LinkedIn profile or whatnot. But again, I think a lot of people are spending time, as I am, at the end of the year, reflecting on the decisions that we've made and preparing ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally for the year ahead. So if you're out there looking for new opportunity, keep the good fight going. I'm on the same boat with you. If you're a student and you're weighing different options, if you're applying to graduate school and you're hearing back from them, congratulations to the many of you. But I think same rules apply. That's a logo and a brand association that's going to stick with you for a very long time. So ask the challenging questions. Make sure that you are going to be happy there. I get this question often. I had an extremely great time at Michigan Ross. I had an extremely great time at USC. And I continue to stay involved because I've had very positive experiences and continue to get a lot out of the time that I give back. That way, but that in no way means that you watching this video or anybody else out there will get the same experience or the same benefit or the same positive feelings as I did. So keep in mind that only you can define your vision of success, your definition of happiness, and how you want to spend your life. So ask the questions, make an informed choice, and if you want to talk to me more about it, let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you soon for day 90.